Namaste. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. So in this short practice, we are going to be working on creating space in the body, freeing up tension you might be holding in the neck, in the shoulders, the upper back, across the chest, and creating space in the body, essentially just to help us to breathe a little bit easier, and finishing with a lovely little bit of work on the breath and taking the breath a little bit deeper once we've created that space to really work on soothing and comforting the nervous system. So I hope you enjoy. Please find your way to a comfortable seated position. This might incorporate props, so you could have a bolster or a cushion or a rolled up blanket to sit on. You might like to come to kneeling like me, or perhaps coming into a seated position, maybe elevating the hips just slightly with cushion or your blanket. And then just letting your hands come to rest wherever they feel most comfortable. But this might incorporate some kind of touch to the body. So I'm just gonna let my hands settle, one hand resting in the other in my lap. And then thinking about finding a little bit of length for your spine. So just take a deep breath in now as you work from the base of your pelvis, slowly lifting all the way up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And almost like this thread, this cord is being pulled all the way through the spine, through the crown of the head, drawing you up to the sky. And then letting yourself just sink into this moment, closing down the eyes, or just softening the gaze to the earth in front of you. Relaxing your jaw, you might just find a little bit of movement there, maybe licking the lips and swallowing. Allowing there just to be a little separation between the teeth. And feeling the shoulders now just beginning to let go. If they're holding a lot, just give them permission to soften. Softening into the belly, just whilst trying to keep that length running up through the spine. Allowing your breath to just flow in and out, however it wishes. Bringing awareness to the spot just beneath the nose and above the top lip. Just this little area here we call the Anapanasati spot, which basically translates as mindfulness in breathing. So bringing or resting your awareness in that place and just simply watching. So we're going to be breathing in and out through the nose, watching the breath travel in and out of the nostrils. On the in-breath, you might become aware of the coolness to the breath. And on the out-breath, maybe a sensation of warmth. We're just going to take about 1 minute here just to watch. So there should be no force to the breath. And if the mind is very busy today, if it starts to wander elsewhere, and that's okay. Just welcome it back. Doesn't matter how many times, just keep welcoming it back. Beautiful, and then just releasing that visualization. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your right ear just drop towards your right shoulder. Inhaling, lift up. Exhaling, left ear, once more come over to the right side. Pausing there, perhaps bringing now your right arm up to rest it onto the top of the head, allowing it just to become heavy. There's no force, no pulling. Maybe reaching your left fingertips towards the earth. Really feeling into the expansion running through the side of the neck. And then lift up, just turn the head side to side. Coming back through center, inhaling here. Exhale, dropping left to left. And maybe taking that left hand up. Just notice how that changes the sensation. Perhaps reaching down towards the earth or out towards the side. Breathe into any tightness. Lovely, and then lifting up, turn the head gently side to side. And maybe just have a little rock, a little circling. Inhaling now, hands resting onto the knees. We're going to rock forwards on the pelvis, lift the heart, lift the head, lift the spine. Exhaling to round the spine. Inhale, rock forwards, lift and open. Exhaling to round. Last one. And pausing in your rounded position, really hug the navel in, scooping under the tailbone. And then we're going to reach the arms out in front, so almost like you're hugging around a beach ball, interlacing the fingers. And then lift them slowly overhead. As you do so, tilt forwards on your pelvis, taking the hands to cradle the back of the head. And then let your head begin to drop into your hands, your elbows opening wide. Try not to collapse through the lower back, just really knit the lower ribs in, hug the navel towards the spine. Lovely, and then rounding into the spine this time, just let the elbows drop towards the earth. Inhale, lift and open. Exhaling to round. Last one. Beautiful, settling back into neutral, lift the hands overhead and start to circle through the arms, really beginning to move into the sides of the body, lovely hula hooping action. And then coming back to center, palms pressing up towards the ceiling, at the same time rooting down through the base of the spine. Lovely, we're going to take a little twist towards the right and back towards the left. Beautiful, back to center, let the fingertips release. Just take some circling through the wrists. And the hands are going to come now behind the back, like you're about to clap them together. Interlace the fingertips, draw your knuckles towards the earth. Nice big breath in as you lift the heart, lift the gaze. Lovely, and an option just to take it forwards into a little fold. Don't have to go far here. Chin just slightly tucking now. And perhaps beginning to lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Lovely, releasing, keep the interlace, and then bringing your hands over to the right side of your body, shine the knuckles forwards, and we're just going to hug them around the right side of the waist, then try and draw that right elbow back in, and then once more turning the head side to side, nice and slow, back to center. Reach the hands around to the left side of the waist. Again, just drawing that elbow back towards the body. Turning the head side to side. Lovely, coming back to center. Releasing the hands. Take a big circle of the arms overhead. And then let the hands travel down. Take a moment just to pause at the heart, placing your left hand to your heart, your right hand on top. Chin very slightly bowed as we look inwards down towards the heart space. Finding an opportunity to be with yourself. So just pausing to connect, to just ask the question, how am I today? How am I? What's going on for me today? What's moving through me? What do I need in this moment? And sending out a little request to the universe for whatever it is that you need. What are you inviting in today? And then see if you can be open to receiving it. Bring a smile on your face, practice of gratitude. So yes, we might be inviting something in, but we can always pause to be grateful for what is already present. Thank yourself for being here in this practice. Say thank you to your body, to your breath, to your beautiful heart. Beautiful, and then we're going to make our way down to the mat for just a little bit of breath work here. So an option to perhaps bring something underneath the chest, just find a little bit more expansion. So you might have a slim cushion you could work with, or perhaps a rolled up blanket. Just make sure it's not too bulky here. And we're going to take this just underneath the upper back. So holding the corners, just hold underneath the armpits, roughly where your bra strap would be. And then shuffle yourself forwards, reclining onto the back. Letting your shoulders drop down to the floor over that blanket. If this feels too much, too intense, just take the blanket away. If you have a bolster, you might like to bring it underneath the knees, or simply you could just have your knees, your legs bent up, knees just dropping together. Just make sure that there's no feelings of vulnerability here in the back. Arms opening out into a T shape or a cactus position, or perhaps resting, hands to the heart and to the belly. Eyes softly closed, jaw relaxed. And just take a few normal breaths. Beginning to find your way now to a full inhalation. So if possible, breathing in and out through the nose. I want you to inhale all the way down into your belly. So start to feel the belly expand and rise, shifting up into the lower chest, all the way up to the upper chest. And then on the exhale, just simply let that breath go. So no force. Inhale, belly, lower chest, upper chest. Exhale, just let it go. So just going to continue to breathe in this way for a couple of minutes. And just welcome anything that arises, any sensations, any emotions, any thoughts. You're not trying to shut everything down. You're just holding space for it. Staying with the breath, conscious awareness. Breathing in and out with awareness. Inhaling belly, lower chest, upper chest. Exhaling completely. some awareness back into the body. Just finding a place where you can just gently finish that full breath. Let the breath settle back to a normal pace. Releasing the hands perhaps, or maybe placing them to your heart. Being with whatever came up in this practice, and if that's nothing, that's absolutely fine. There's no one way we should be feeling in this practice. Have a little wiggle of fingers and toes, rocking the head gently side to side. And in your own time, take a full body stretch. Hug the knees into the chest, carefully rolling over to one side and making your way up to sit. And when you arrive in a seated position, just let yourself settle in, closing the eyes once more. Hands might be holding your heart, they might be resting on your knees. And I want you now just to bring focus to the point between your eyebrows, the third eye or Ajna chakra. Your seat of intuition. And just to watch, just to listen to anything that moves, anything you see beneath your closed eyes, any thoughts or messages that arise. Again, if you don't see or experience anything, there's nothing wrong with that. Just notice what is or isn't there. Just being open. And invite a gentle smile to your face. Let the hands meet palm to palm. And then begin to rub the hands together, creating some warmth, some energy. Placing the hands over the eyes. And then softly blinking eyes open, spreading